Summer heat just around the corner, and while those early spring crops should still be going, still producing, it is time to start looking ahead to the summer harvest. The summertime in Louisiana is infamous. The heat, the humidity, at times it can be a lot for all of us, and that includes your plants.
As we get into the summer heat, it gets harder and harder to produce all of our vegetables from the springtime, especially larger tomatoes.
While things like greens and peas may start to struggle a little, there's plenty of things to plant, including some all-time favorites.
Okra will continue to produce well through the heat. Cucumbers do well through the heat. Peppers can do very well.
Those are all crops that handle our summers pretty well and with relatively little effort. There's even some greens, which are normally considered winter crops that can be grown in the summer.
You could do moringa as a green. You could also do some amaranth. That's another green.
The heat and humidity aren't the only concern, though. The summers here are also pretty famous for bugs.
We get real intense bug season. So the bug intensity makes it more difficult.
Which can cause big problems for beans and large tomatoes.
Cherry tomatoes are easier than the larger tomatoes because they ripen faster, so we don't have as much time that the fruit is exposed to the insects.
Getting the summer crops going now means that they can set root before the brutal heat kicks in. And as the temperatures start to heat up, so will your harvest. In Lafayette, I'm Daniel Phillips, KTC TV3. Now, there are a few natural remedies that do discourage insects from getting into your garden. One of the more common ones is neem oil that you can go and spray on those plants. The best thing to do really is to encourage predatory insects. Ladybugs take care of aphids. Wasps are pretty good to have about in the garden as long as they're not setting up some of those nests. And they can come and they can eat some of the problematic ones. There's your look at weather. There's your look at the garden. We'll be right back right after this.